Yay Networks. Hello and welcome to There I Said It. I'm Georgia Alfredas with my wonderful co-host Gary with a T and Tamara Cherie. Hello, darlings.
Hello.
I miss my sweet. Y'all know we need to be in the studio together. We have so much fun when we're together.
Yes, honey, we need to do a lot of things together.
We will.
Yes, Lord.
We will.
The words of Diana Ross, someday we'll be together.
You just
Very
can't stop
soon.
talking
We'll
about
get together
her after you
soon.
saw her in concert.
Yes. Well, how was y'all weekend?
That's good. My whole week's been going good. These kids are out
Everything's
of
good.
school.
It's been good.
I don't have to clean uniforms. I'm good. That's I don't want to wash uniforms. That's my whole life is uniforms. So there's nothing.
But that's good.
Huh?
If you can't do your house, do uniforms.
Okay, wait. Okay, so listen, y'all make sure you watch on YouTube. There I Said It. Weekly episodes drop on Wednesday. Make sure you're listening on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. And of course, make comments. Give us a thumbs up. Do all the things. If you like this podcast, let us know. Even if you don't, still give us a thumbs up because we want to keep it coming.
Yes.
Okay?
We like
go back and
our
watch old
thumbs up.
episodes. Yes, and if there's anything you don't agree with that Gary says, let us know.
Yeah.
Mostly it's me and Tamara. Mostly it's me that y'all don't agree with, but it's all good. We love you.
Yeah. Because
We love you. We do. And it's so much to talk about. Oh my goodness.
My gosh,
Yes.
y'all. Diddy. Well, now he did. Did he? We remember we were asking the question, everybody was doing the pun. Did he? Well, first off, we were all of the same mind that yes, of course he did. Because why would this girl come out and say this? And it made sense. She had a burgeoning career. She was doing her thing, and all of a sudden, it just stopped, and she just became Diddy's girlfriend. And then sometimes we would see her, sometimes we wouldn't. She sometimes would be looking far off. So we all believed the stories when Cassie came out and said, that he had misused her, he had abused her, he had assaulted her. And now there's video evidence. We have chosen not to play it because it is awful. It's awful. But the video evidence is of Cassie running, in a hotel hallway. She's at the elevator. She's pushed the button trying to get away from Diddy. He's seen running down the hallway after her with a towel wrapped around him. So, was she in the shower? I think he had fallen asleep.
Yes.
She was clearly trying to get away. Clearly
she
trying to get away from him.
described all of this in the lawsuit.
That's what's crazy. And he never admitted that he did anything, but he just paid her off. But anyway, that's another story. That's the whole story. But you can see in the video, in the surveillance video, him jerking her to the ground, kicking her while she's down. I mean, she's just laying there lifeless. And he's kicking this woman. And this is what she said. She said this is what he had done. And so many people didn't believe her because, people want to see it before they can believe it. And her lawyers are slamming Diddy. Of course, Diddy is. First, let's talk about how in December he said it was a money grab when people were saying, so many other people came forward and said, oh, this happened to me. Oh, Diddy may have a pattern.
Well, he denied all of the allegations.
Denied it all.
Even with Cassie, he denied the allegations.
Yeah.
So now we know
he denied
that Diddy is a liar.
Till that damn tape came out, honey. He denied. But the thing is, though, I'm like, he grabbed that girl, honey. I mean, by her
like a
head,
rag doll.
I don't know. She had something. Looked like she had Louis Vuitton luggage. I don't know what it was.
She was trying to get out. She had her stuff.
Yeah, she was trying to get out. But this is the deal. Was my question: were they having sex? Did he have somebody else in the room with them, or what? Why did he come out in a towel that wouldn't unbutton when he ran out of her?
According to the lawsuit, he was asleep.
Yeah,
because it's in the lawsuit that he had fell asleep and she was trying to get away and he woke up.
That's right. She picked she was like, okay, he's asleep, he's naked or whatever. He's not going to come running after me. She picked her spot, and many times you have to do that when you're in an abusive relationship.
Tell, and there's a difference. Between a black woman, a white woman, innocent race woman. Girl, why weren't you racing to that damn elevator? If you think
she didn't go fast. Running. She did go fast. He caught her. She's like, she pushed the button. She was running, and I don't think she thought she was going to get away. I mean, I think she thought he was asleep. He was knocked out. I think she thought she was going to get away.
Well, she said he woke up screaming at her.
Yeah.
And according to the lawsuit, the part that I saw that was reported in the lawsuit, that he woke up as she was leaving and he woke up screaming at her.
Yeah, I did hear the screaming part that he
And
did.
so
That's
that's
what
when,
happened.
yes, and she took down the hall and he took by, and she probably, like you said, he didn't have any clothes on. He grabbed a towel and he did proceed. She probably thought he was not going to come in the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naked,
but this is
with
the
a
deal
towel
too,
wrapped
yeah.
around him.
Yeah, because we were talking about this, so this is two different things. Okay. They said allegedly when Diddy checks in the hotel, he buys the whole floor, number one. That's why nobody came out and saw him or what have you. But my thing is, though, I'm like, it's a crazy thing that, do you not think there's cameras everywhere?
Well, reportedly, allegedly, that I read that he paid $50,000 for the actual footage.
He did, but girl, that's why I said need to sue that damn hotel. If he paid $50,000 for that film, why is it out? Who got it out? Who leaked it?
Because you already know somebody. It doesn't matter how much you pay for a film. Somebody has shared it.
It does not matter.
If somebody
it does not matter.
has it. It's Diddy. Somebody's been showing it.
Somebody, exactly. And so of course, every blog has something different and everybody's reporting something different. Reportedly, of course, they're trying to say that Diddy had that footage and never let that footage go. So when they raided his home, allegedly, they found that footage. Allegedly.
Oh.
That was being reported that was actually found in Diddy's house. That's all allegedly. I don't know if that's true. Of course, I'm not there. But that's what someone did say. That footage, that he did have hold of that footage, but he never did get rid of that footage. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's not, but that was, something that somebody reported.
It's just like these fools with these sex tapes. They want to hold on to
the evidence. Hold on to the sex tape.
Just like people, you guys, who kill people, they want an earring. They want a finger. They want a skull. Like, dude, why do you want this prize of something awful? Just like R. Kelly, what you got the tape? Why do you want the tape? Well, I guess that's why you tape it.
He had the tape. He kept his own tape.
He kept his tape. But
and somebody got a hold of the tape.
This man kicked this woman like he was kicking a damn man.
Another man.
He beat her and kicked her.
Y'all,
do you know that
I cried
they let his ass go off of that? They said because the statute of limitations. If that was a dog, honey, white people would have had his ass under the jail.
He would have been in jail.
If she was a dog.
You're right.
Because you can't do that to a dog.
He kicked her like she was a dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was super, super heartbreaking. And it was emotional. Like you just said. She said you started crying.
I was like, he is not doing this girl like this.
It's emotional, very. And especially for me, guys, I come from a home that, I watch real men. Like, my grandfather, my father, they're taught to love women, protect women. And so it's like to watch that, you want to see men love women, protect women, like, all of those things. And it's like, what is going on in this world today where we're not seeing that?
It stopped with our parents because that real man that you're talking about, honey, he no longer exists.
And I hope I'm raising real men. I really hope I'm raising real men. But I just think about, go ahead, Gary.
Go ahead. No,
I was just going to
lost my train of thought.
Gary, you know how much we've exalted this man, Diddy? Diddy could do no wrong, and that's why he knew he could buy that hotel camera. He could buy that footage. He could do these things to these women, these other women, allegedly.
We're going to talk about that too.
But just think about the women we don't know about.
I'm not going to say do no wrong, Alfredas, because we've been hearing these rumors for a while.
We have been hearing them. We have been hearing, but y'all just think about, so many people wouldn't believe it if they hadn't seen it with their own eyes. We had a damn listener
wouldn't believe it. Talk about we forever tearing down our black man. You dumb bitch. Did you not see that tape?
Yes.
Did you not see tearing down a black man ain't got nothing to do with it?
Now you have artists. I think Slim Thug was one of those artists that he said when he actually posted the video of what happened. And he said, I was trying to stand by a black man, but I cannot stand behind this. And he apologized to Cassie and he apologized to other women that's on the right side of this. And he was like, I cannot get behind this. I will take that L. But he said, I cannot stand behind Diddy in this.
Yeah.
But you know what, too, now, but we ain't got you, but we missing. How many times he didn't beat her? We just saw that one on tape. He just caught that one. He didn't beat her before. That was the
first one. Go out the
one.
window and say every freaking day of their lives together. Because she was afraid to leave. Guess what? People are like, why didn't she kick him? Why didn't she pull his towel? This woman was terrified to leave this man. I mean, look at how he treated her. She was terrified and she literally was her man. I mean, all the other stories we've heard, the courage of her to actually finally leave and then to leave. And look how long it took her to tell her story.
Exactly.
That's the kind of hold this man had on her.
Exactly.
But you know what? And this is sad, honey, but we don't know. But allegedly, because we just did a defamation class on them, go allegedly and rumored. We don't know what happened to Kim Porter.
Boy, bye. I already said it. We don't know what happened.
All of a sudden. And Albie Shaw kind of said a few things too.
Same. I agree. Same. We just don't know. Now we are like, what really happened?
Now they're going to start investigating, honey. They're going to have to. And honey, allegedly, and y'all, I don't know if y'all got the story yet, allegedly and rumored, I'm putting them all those words out there, honey. They saying that he made Kim Porter lick Cassie's tampon.
Okay. I can't.
Y'all haven't looked that story up. It's out there. They said allegedly he did that.
We're just gonna move on from that because that's just disgusting and gross. But I wouldn't put it past him now. Now that you can't put it past him because of the things we've heard. I mean, y'all remember when we watched Making the Band, how he was on Making the Band, and we were like, well, he's just, this is how you make stars. I mean, he's just harsh. He's just. Now we may see some things, and what about the women who are not?
It makes you think back because I never forget. I never forget. We were in Atlanta. And it was an event. And Kim Porter stopped. You know how you compliment other women? We complimented each other. And we stopped and we took a picture together. Well, she was already walking behind Diddy. And I never forget Diddy and that they looked back at her. Do you know all of them kept walking? Everyone, no one stopped for her, including security. She had to do a little jog to catch up with them. So now when you think about things, it makes me think back to like things that you saw, like you're like, oh wow, I remember this,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Cassie came out. I'm glad she had the courage to come out and tell her story and to stand behind it. And I'm glad now all these naysayers have to understand that it really happened. And everybody else who's saying it, what was that December? He came out and said it was a money grab, that, the people are coming out saying this horrible stuff about me. But so that was in December. Fast forward to May. And of course, Diddy is apologizing. And I think we have his apology here. Let's listen to his apology.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. And going to rehab. Had asked God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Okay, let me ask you something. If you went to rehab and you did all these things and you're committed to being a better person, why not just say that in December when it came, Daddy, when Cass and I were together, I did some things I'm not proud of. I went to rehab. I did blah, blah, blah. Why didn't he just do that in December?
Because he didn't get caught. And
he denied the allegations back then when the actual
looking ugly.
lawsuit.
He's so unattractive. I thought the same thing. He's never been attractive. He's never been attractive.
I don't know why this popped in my head, guys. I have no idea why this popped in my head when I was literally watching that apology. But do you remember the interview that R. Kelly did with Gayle King when he got up and he started going off about this is his life. This is his life. This is it. And he was still guilty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And here's what I think. That video was an I'm sorry I got caught video. And it still wasn't about Cassie or anybody
He
else.
never
It
even
was
called
He
her
about
didn't say her
name.
name. Yeah, he
It
didn't
was
even say her
about
name. Like
Katie.
apologize to her.
Like I
Like,
had
he
to
didn't say her
apologize that
name.
I got caught, basically.
Yeah.
He made it
And
still
I'm
so
sick of
about him.
Negroes when they get caught, God's grace and mercy.
Exactly. Yeah, he tried the God part. Now you know who God is. Oh my gosh, that was so annoying. And
Yeah.
it's just, it's really unsettling and
Yeah.
it's a shame. And he's raised, now we know, possibly assume.
And Denny did do that video after that it was reported that, he would not face any type of charges in LA as well. That there was nothing that they could do about it because the time frame, the amount of time that had passed. It's just so much. It's so much. But like we said, we are glad Cassie is, I hate the fact that, she has to watch this video on internet and CNN and all of that, because that has to be just a lot of trauma. Like he said, when you bring back trauma, you have to go back and think about what she's going through. How embarrassing that time was for her. And now years later, when she does have a husband and girls and kids,
Daughters.
Yes, think about how she feels now that, that's a lot of healing that she's had to do. And now it's almost like maybe she's reliving some of these things, but I'm definitely glad that she's able to speak up and have a voice now.
But y'all know, wasn't it funny?
She told it, honey. She came out. But listen, y'all, now I pulled up the story.
Okay.
And it's on MTO. Now, the woman name is, y'all heard her, Cola Booth. Now, she's a alleged former friend of the late Kim Porter, and she's alleging y'all that Diddy used to abuse Kim too at that video service of him. Cola Booth, her real name is Niyama Bint Harath, whatever, in Abunwan, whatever, is a well-known author and a poet. I remember her name and stuff, honey. But she said, this Diddy thing is not a surprise, but it makes me remember the horrible way he treated my friend Kim Porter and how I've always silently held him responsible for her young death. Rest in peace, Kim. Diddy was a motherfucker. That's what she put. She said, y'all would not even begin to believe the way he treated Kim, honey. And ironically, Cassie back then allowed herself to be used to disrespect him in her own home. And she put, she went on, she said that Cola went on to allege that Cassie used to laugh at Kim as Diddy used to use her, honey, to play racial games, honey, saying that she claimed Diddy would demean Kim about her skin color and ethnicity until Diddy started to treat Cassie the same way. And, and then she said she made an even more explosive claim. According to Cola, Diddy actually made Kim lick Cassie's used tampon. Yeah.
That's
but
awful.
and I could see that too, him teasing Kim with Cassie, or whatever, Cassie was a light skinned honey or whatever. She
Isn't that
was
funny as dark as Diddy is? Like really?
Exactly. But it's just something. It's interesting, but honey, like they said, now this is what we were talking about. Now y'all help me with this. I can't remember it verbatim. They said, but people with power like that, they say they got to be that way.
Why?
They say they can't treat people right and stuff. They just have to be that way. For some of it, my coworker was talking about it, and I'm like, they got to be ruthless because people use them or whatever, something along those lines. But I'm like, I don't know.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
Some of other big stars,
you don't have to
honey.
beat people and abuse people and use people just because you have a lot of power.
Yeah, you might be rude because maybe sometimes people are like, you're at a restaurant or you're at wherever and people bother you. But guess what? That's the price that you pay for being famous. And I think about let's take an Elon Musk, for instance. Guess what? Everybody in the world got your Tesla. I wish I would walk up to you for an autograph and you say no. Like these celebrities, it is the price you pay. I'm driving. If you don't want it, then don't take it. But we're talking extreme with Diddy and R. Kelly and Harvey.
Yes.
Harvey. This is extreme. They have extreme power, and the things they've done are just, abuse. This is not stopping for an autograph. This is abusing somebody.
Well, with that being said, don't you want to say something like, let me say this or something like that?
Yes, I do. Let me say this. You've screenshotted and you've shared their tweets and you even quoted them over dinner. Now you can enter the discourse. Listen and watch Peyton Dix and Hunter Harris on Wandery's newest show, Let Me Say This, where they're going to answer the most burning questions in pop culture. What is Hunter's favorite Dakota Johnson lie? What hot thing did Kristen Stewart do yesterday? What makes Zendaya and Tom Holland lesbians? What? They will not be elaborating.
Friends for a decade, the shared trauma of a crappy Boston dorm room, and commiserating about the pitiful Brooklyn dating scene bonded them for life and made their friendship even deeper than J-Lo's delusion. Now they're certified haters and internet carnivores, beacons of truth and connoisseurs of mess. Highbrow, lowbrow, and all the tortured poets in between. This is the show for the weekly takes on pop culture you didn't know you needed and you won't be able to live without.
Oh, honey, so follow Let Me Say This on the Wondery app or wherever, honey, you get your podcast. Watch new episodes on YouTube or listen to Let Me Say This ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.
And let me say this. Diddy is done. He's done. He can't, there's nobody. And I wonder, it's so hard to not play Biggie's music. You're going to play Biggie. You're going to play, how do you get away? You're going to play Mary J. How do you get away? You know how some radio stations are like, we're not going to play R. Kelly.
But
how do you not play Diddy?
Alfredas.
What?
They say his name is Chris Brown.
Okay. I'm not going to compare assaults and
We
abuse.
cut him till he faded to black. He faded back and they did the same thing.
No, I'm going to disagree. You know what? I don't want people to get mad at me. Abuse is abuse.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Chris Brown had I don't know if he abused more people. I don't know that he allegedly drugged people and made them have sex with other people. I don't know. You know, I think that there's levels to it, maybe, but maybe there's not. So please, people, do not get upset with me. But there might be levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Tam, what you think?
I don't know.
As far as the music, playing the music?
Just the whole situation. Is it levels to it? The Chris Brown Diddy situation?
I mean, both of it is tragic. I mean, abuse, like she said, abuse is abuse at the end of the day. Abuse is abuse, you know? And until you just said that, Gary, I really didn't think about that.
Yeah.
So you literally just said Chris Brown.
But did Chris Brown lie about it?
Think about that.
Did he ever say he didn't do it? Did he ever come out and say, you know, he couldn't say it was a money grab because it was Rihanna. So we know, I'm trying to remember.
No, he definitely didn't say that.
I don't think he came out and said, no, I didn't do this. So that's also a difference. Diddy basically painted Cassie as a liar and anybody else who said that it happened. So I don't know if Chris Brown, I'm not showing favor to Chris Brown at all because we know that he abused Rihanna, but I'm just trying to remember back if he lied about it or if he, you know, not that makes a difference.
Yeah. We saw both feet.
Yeah. It's heavy. It's just so heavy.
It is. It is.
Well, we are just going to keep Cassie lifted up in prayer. Yeah. And I'm just really like, I don't even know if I've ever met Cassie. I don't think I've ever, the one, I remember Diddy coming to our radio station and we were like, where's Cassie? She was in the car, in the truck.
In the car.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ever met her, but I applaud her courage. I just applaud her
How many years
courage.
she gave him? About 12, 13?
All her 20s. Some of her 30s.
All her career.
And you know what's crazy? She had one song that was hot. I thought she was about to be a star. And I remember I remember seeing her she was really, like people say they're a model. She really was a model. I remember in Target seeing her on the bra ads. Like she was a model before she met Diddy. But I just, I don't know. Let me tell you something though. Remember what our parents say? What comes out in the dark will come out in the light.
Oh, yes.
What's done in the dark will coming out in the light, for sure.
What's put in the wash will come out in the rinse.
But yeah, what did she say, Gary?
What's put in the wash will come out in the rinse.
You ain't lying. That part. So I just can't stand Diddy now. I just can't stand him. I'm like, you're ugly inside and out. When I saw him on that video, I was like, you're fake. You're ugly. how dare you? Like, I never understood it. I mean, I did when she was with him, I was like, obviously she with him because, he's rich and he can do something with her career. But then when he never did anything with her career
Nothing.
and she didn't have any kids, I was like, why is she with this man?
Well, honey,
but
I tell you what, she couldn't wait to get away from his ex because she had two right out the back. And so she left him.
Well, and now we do understand, like, obviously the trainer, that was her person to talk to.
Yeah.
She confided, exactly. She confided in him when she had that time to train with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how
the man
they
saved her
became
life.
very close.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, he saved her life. And I'm sure she had not, there were probably close friends that she confided in. But this was a person outside of her circle that she was able to, I bet you Diddy is cursing the day he hired that trainer.
Oh, yes. But you see, not to get biblical, but you see, that's how God works. You see how that works?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
nothing's a coincidence.
Exactly. Saved her life, honey. And, honey, and now she could live happily ever after, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, things happen for a reason. I know, it's sad that she went through it, but she is saving maybe countless other people who might be going through it, who may not think they can get out. And maybe even in the whole Diddy situation, there are people who want to come out with their story and say, listen.
Oh, yeah, people coming out.
Yeah. It's giving them courage, giving people, everyday people courage to get away from their abusers, hopefully.
But you know what? I heard a story. This is kind of, I'm not going to say it's far-fetched, but this is what I was told by a hetero guy saying, Diddy allegedly, people like Diddy are evidently, they hate women, number one. This is why
that's apparent.
They do that and saying that because these men are so deep down want to be who they are, which is probably alternative, until they can't be it. And with quote, and this is what I'm saying now, don't attack me, but they say like when sometimes more so, let's just say this, it goes with all women, but they say more so with women of color, ain't gonna let you be yourself. You ain't gonna come in being bisexual or nothing. You better be a damn straight man. And with him can't be that man he want to be with a heterosexual African-American woman. This is why they beat women and hate women and stuff. They like women. They are asleep with a woman, but they don't like them. And
there might be something to that because I'm just going to tell you, Diddy's always giving me gay. He's always giving me bi.
It's all out in the press. This producer said that Diddy wanted him to perform oral sex on him and stuff, and told him if he didn't, he was going to shut down his career and stuff. And you'd heard all these different stories.
We've heard those different stories and rumors, throughout the years.
Yeah, so it's
because they look at that with that much power and money, and I've heard that they look at that as having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's not that he's having a good time. Yeah, maybe it's not that he's of that life, but it's just something different. Like whoever cares about
when you have so much
man,
money,
female,
like that basketball player said, when these guys have so much money, honey, they could have any woman they want, and they do that, but then they get tired, so then they just turn to each other. And so, just like Diddy wanted to watch her allegedly have sex with other men. So,
and we talked about that. Like there is no way somebody who loves you, somebody who wants you, even if they don't want you. A man don't want to see you with somebody else. Even if they don't, they may not even love you or want you. They damn sure don't want to see you having sex with another man. They don't want to see you at the grocery store in a car with another man.
Thank you.
Even if they left you and cheated on you and did this, that, and the third, they don't want to see you happy with another man, but they certainly don't want to see you having sex with another man.
Sure.
So that right there.
If they love you.
If they love you, they might want to be with you. Yes.
Like,
they might want to be with you with another woman, but they
damn
sure don't want to see you with another.
Thank you. But we got so much money, we can do whatever we want. And that's what that is. And that's the way it is.
Child, it's exhausting. It's exhausting, and I'm tired of it. I'm like, I don't want to see Diddy ever again in my life.
Yes.
I just don't. I'm
well,
just
you're going to see him again.
I know. But y'all,
there's so much more that's probably going to, as the story continues to unfold. Exactly.
Yes.
You're going to see him again.
Let me ask y'all this. Do you think, because of statute of limitations, blah, 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 do you think anything's happened in the last 2, 3, 5 years where he may have to go to jail for something that's happened recently? Do you think maybe
it could be possible? Somebody, if people start to come out the woodworks, everybody waiting for that right time. Oh, how much they paying right now? shit, let me tell it. And they come at that right time.
Or Gary, maybe not how much they're paying, but okay, now I won't be the only one. Now, now I won't be, people won't look at me like I'm crazy if I come out and say Diddy did this.
Yeah.
Now that we've seen what he did, and Cassie described what he did, maybe somebody won't be scared to come out and say, "Oh, you won't believe what he did to me."
Well, yeah,
because now people will.
Hear that. They're gonna definitely come out. So, and it's coming out more and more every day. So we're just gonna stay tuned because guess what, honey? We have given Diddy enough time to.
I know. I don't want to hear about him anymore. I don't want to see him. I don't want to
go.
Stop with your apologies.
Why, let me flow. Do why Diddy. So, but anyway,
goodness.
We gotta say something, baby, don't we?
Okay, but we're done. Like, are we done with the show?
Yeah, we done.
Pretty much. We done talked about Diddy, honey. Talked about Diddy, Diddy, and
Close it up.
Like that was the entire show today.
Okay, y'all. So we're done with Diddy. He's taken up our entire podcast. We hope to never have to talk about him again because we just don't like him anymore. We just don't like him. We're not fully. He's done. He's canceled here. He's canceled.
Lord.
So y'all, there I said it. Every Wednesday we drop new episodes. Listen wherever you get the podcast. Watch the entire episode on YouTube. We post new episodes every single Wednesday. Like them, comment, do all the things. Pass them, share them, do all the stuff. But again, don't forget to tap that subscribe button, notification, and the bell so that you get the latest notifications. Bye, darlings.
Bye, y'all. Have a good week.
Yay Networks.